Good afternoon, friends. Like every week on Thursday at 2:45 p.m., here we are bringing to you our short segment Hunger Mitao. We are your hosts Raj and Aradhna Asava, coming to you once again from our home in this era of social distancing through the airways of Funasia, an important partner of ours in the fight against hunger. Friends, through this radio show, we raise awareness about the rampant hunger issue right here in North Texas and share ways in which each one of us, in the spirit of Give Where You Live, can make a difference.
So please take a minute to visit ntfb.org/IAC to learn how the Indian American Council, a purely volunteer group, helps North Texas Food Bank in its fight against hunger here in North Texas. Again, the website is ntfb.org/IAC.
How our lives have changed in a few weeks. It is a scenario sci-fi movies are made of. We hope all of you are staying safe, taking the necessary precautions, and helping stop the spread of this deadly virus, COVID-19.
We certainly are in very uncertain times of staying put in our own homes. While we face the disruption of people having to work from home, kids out of school, schools scrambling to figure out distance learning mechanisms, etc., I'm certain most of us have stocked up for a couple of weeks. We are blessed to not have to worry about uncertainty around our next meal. But there are thousands of households where stocking up for a couple of weeks was never an option. This is a population that was already struggling to make ends meet and already using the services of North Texas Food Bank.
And add to that the people who are out of jobs, people in unskilled jobs like housekeepers, cab drivers, hourly workers, who, due to the social distancing requirements, are not able to work like they used to. Business establishments are finding their spaces empty. Customers are not showing up because, again, social distancing has having a huge impact across our society. There is a whole new segment of society that is now struggling to feed their families. Who do you think these folks will turn to?
Food banks, of course. And how is North Texas Food Bank responding? Let me just read you what North Texas Food Bank is doing. Building 5,000 family boxes for agencies that will allow for a low or no contact distribution model. Working with DISD to determine how we can accommodate a potential drive-through low contact distribution model for students and coordinating food for kids drop-off sites with schools.
Drop and go sites.
Drop and go sites, yes. Pre-building 4,400 school pantry boxes that will allow us to finish off the school year. Working with our agencies to ensure they have everything they need for increased demand. This includes preparing meal kits and waiving off typical distribution fees. Coordinating with the City of Dallas. This is interesting. Coordinating with the City of Dallas to prepare and deliver snack and hydration kits for the homeless who will be moved to the convention center if they are asymptomatic.
With needs increasing, NTFB's need for volunteers has also increased. And in the current era of social distancing, and friends, you will be hearing this term social distancing over and over again because that's just today's reality. So, and in the current era of social distancing, the mode and method of volunteering is also changing dramatically.
That's right, Raj. Starting March 23rd, traditional volunteering will stop at Food Bank until further notice. North Texas Food Bank has announced a partnership with the team at Shift Smart, effectively employing workers from the hospitality industry who have suffered from the lost income as a result of coronavirus's impact on the economy and deploying them in place of traditional volunteers like you and me to help the food bank meet the need for food assistance in North Texas.
How does this help the displaced workers? Does this mean they will be paid for volunteering?
Yes, funded through generous donations through the Get Shift Done for North Texas Fund at the Communities Foundation of Texas.
Another good partner of ours.
That is correct. This innovative solution will provide relief to those who are living paycheck to paycheck, who have lost their income in the hospitality industry. It also provides much needed assistance to North Texas Food Bank's efforts in increased meal distribution during this time of uncertainty.
This is wonderful. A true win-win scenario. I'm so glad such an innovative design has been put together. So NTFB will not suffer from a lack of volunteers. They will be able to deploy people who are displaced. But many of us still want to help. Aradhna, what can we do?
Well, first of all, this Saturday, March 21st, will be the last Hunger Mitao volunteer shift until further notice, until things settle down. And folks who have already signed up may be nervous about donating their time. So NTFB wants people to know that they are taking every precaution they can to make sure volunteers have a safe and healthy volunteering experience.
However, if you are taking care of elderly, children, or just uncomfortable getting together in groups, even for volunteering, NTFB totally understands. There is just one request, however. Please cancel your volunteer registration.
If you're not coming.
Of course,
if you choose to not attend.
Come. And we totally understand that in today's uncertain times. So please cancel your registration if you're not coming. That way they can count on the number of people coming out to volunteer and adjust the workload accordingly.
Also, friends, there is a way we can help. The most critical resource that food banks need right now are funds. The increased need for food is putting a tremendous stress on food banks' resources.
And the increased need for food is also because schools are out for a longer time and people are depending on food, and again people are being displaced from work.
Right, and it's just the hospitality industry that is able to work with the food bank, but think about airline industry, think about all the unskilled workers we talked about.
Almost every retail outlet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the need for food banks' resources is stretched.
Yep.
The increased need for food is putting a lot of stress on food banks' resources. So, listeners, I have a request. If a donation to Feed the Hungry was a part of your plan this year, please consider donating now. The need right now is ridiculously high. Hunger Mitao has set up a COVID-19 impact donation page. Please visit ntfb.org/IAC to make your contribution.
Yes. And let this be the year that our spring festivals are celebrated in the most unselfish way possible by helping feed the hungry right here in our neighborhoods, in our community across North Texas. ntfb.org/IAC is the page to visit. And besides making your contribution, we urge you to please share this link across your friend circle and family members throughout North Texas and encourage them to help in the time of need. I'm reminded of that old saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
So as we come close to the end of our program, we would like to thank you all for your generosity and for caring about others around you. Please stay safe. Please take care of each other. And while we are physically distancing, emotionally, let's stay connected and let's take care of each other.
That's right. Friends, our mission is Hunger Mitao. And Hunger Mitao is as much about eradicating hunger as it is about unifying the fragmented efforts of our community and focusing it around the humanitarian cause of hunger.
We believe that this effort will in turn further raise the image of the Indian American community in this land that we have made our home. We give where we live, so our community benefits from our presence.
So until next week, friends, remember, we may never be able to eradicate hunger, but it is our duty to ensure that no one goes hungry.
Hunger
Mitao.